To the Golden State Warriors News Today channel. Take the opportunity to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to today's news.
Has the Golden State Warriors found their final piece to return to the top of the NBA? Or is this just the first big move in a much larger plan? After months of trying to bring a second All-Star to the Bay Area, the Warriors have finally done it. Jimmy Butler now wears blue and gold, and even before the February 6 trade deadline, he has already signed a 2-year, $121 million contract extension. Butler's arrival brings a new energy to the team. We know he plays his best when he has something to prove, and with a mission of bringing the Warriors back into title contention, his motivation is through the roof. But can he alone elevate the team back to championship status? The most intriguing part of this move is that, despite this major addition, the Warriors did not sacrifice their most valuable assets. Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, Brandon Podziemski, and several first-round picks are still available for future trades. This means GM Mike Dunleavy Jr. still has cards to play to further strengthen the roster. Now imagine this, the 2025 All-Star Game will be held at Chase Center, and this event could be much more than just a celebration for the fans. It could be a decisive moment for future recruitment. Eyes on a market. Who could be next? Giannis Antetokounmpo. The rumors about Giannis joining the Warriors have never disappeared. Every NBA team would love to have him, but few offer as perfect a fit as Golden State. The problem? He is still under contract with the Bucks until 2027. However, if Milwaukee stumbles again in the playoffs, could Giannis start considering a change of scenery? Kevin Durant. Yes, KD recently declined a trade to the Warriors, but could a strong playoff run with Butler alongside Curry make him reconsider? The Phoenix Suns are falling apart, and Durant doesn't want to waste the final years of his career. Could Steph take advantage of All-Star Weekend to rekindle that old spark? LeBron James. Would it be crazy? Maybe. But the Warriors have already attempted to trade for him before, and with the Lakers' new dynamics favoring Luka Doncic, who's to say LeBron wouldn't start thinking about new challenges? Imagine him and Curry teaming up for another title run. It may seem unlikely, but the NBA has surprised us before. What comes next? Draymond Green also made some controversial statements during All-Star Weekend, calling modern basketball too boring and praising LeBron James as one of the few players who still makes the game truly competitive. Ironically, the Warriors were one of the biggest influences in the three-point shooting era, but even they recognized that the league might need some changes. Now the question is, will the Warriors stop here, or is this just the beginning of a new era? Butler is just the first piece of this puzzle. An All-Star Weekend could be the stage for a major shift in the team's future. The acquisition of Jimmy Butler is not just about bringing another All-Star to the team. It's a statement that the Warriors still want to compete for a championship. More than that, it's a warning to the rest of the league that the rebuild hasn't started. The plan is to win now. But the big question remains, can Butler alone take the Warriors back to the top? Looking at what we've seen so far, the answer might not be so simple. Jimmy is a playoff player. His intensity and mentality make him one of the most relentless competitors in the NBA. He has already proven that in Miami, carrying the Heat to the finals in 2020 and leading a historic run in 2023. However, he has never played alongside a point guard of Stephen Curry's caliber or in an offensive system as fluid as the Warriors. The big advantage here is that Butler won't have to be the guy all the time. Alongside Curry, he can focus on his elite defense, physical play, and ability to close out games in crunch time. But will that be enough to compete with teams like the Denver Nuggets and Boston Celtics? Are there more moves to be made? The Warriors still have valuable assets and room for more deals. So, what can we expect in the coming weeks? The search for a dominant center. Kevin Looney has been solid, but it's no secret that the Warriors need a more dominant rim protector. Could this mean a trade for someone like Jared Allen, or even a surprise name? Klay Thompson's future, with Butler now on the roster, what happens to Klay? Would he accept a more secondary role, or could he be considering an exit at the end of the season? Another big star on the way. Giannis' name keeps circulating. If the Bucks fall early in the playoffs, could a bold move from the Warriors bring the Greek Freak to the Bay Area? All of this is part of a puzzle that Mike Dunleavy Jr. will have to solve quickly. The clock is ticking, and Curry is in the final years of his career. Every decision now directly impacts the legacy of this dynasty. What does the future hold for the Warriors? The picture is clear. The Warriors have made a bold bet and can't look back. The Curry plus Butler project is officially underway, but it needs more pieces to be truly lethal. The 2025 All-Star Weekend could be a turning point, not just because of the event itself, but because it's the perfect opportunity for Steph Curry to recruit. If he can convince a big-name player to join the team, we might be witnessing the beginning of a new era for the Golden State Warriors. And what do you think about this move? Will Butler be enough, or do the Warriors need more reinforcements? Drop your comment and join the discussion. If you want to stay updated on all things Golden State Warriors, subscribe now to the Warriors News Fan Update channel. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates about the team. Stay tuned, this story is just beginning. As a Warriors fan, this move excites me, but it also raises some questions. Jimmy Butler is an elite player, has a Warriors mentality, and has proven to be a leader in clutch moments. He brings a competitive energy that fits well with the team's DNA. But is that enough to bring the Warriors back to a championship? My answer: not yet. Looking at today's NBA reality, the Nuggets are dominating the West. The Celtics have a deep and physical roster, and even teams like the Thunder and Timberwolves are rising fast. Bringing in Butler was a big step, but to truly compete, the Warriors need another piece. The fact that Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and Brandon Podziemski remain on the roster excites me. It means there's still room for a bigger trade if the opportunity arises. If the Warriors truly want to fight for one more title before the Curry era ends, they need to stay aggressive in the market. Now, one thing that stands out to me is the All-Star Weekend factor. Curry has a golden opportunity to plant seeds for the team's future. Could he convince a player of Giannis, Durant, or even a dominant center like Jared Allen's caliber to consider moving to the Bay Area? If that happens, the Warriors will be right back in the title conversation. But if this is where they stop, I have to be realistic. With this roster, the Warriors are competitive but still not championship favorites. Butler helps, but he doesn't solve everything. We need more rim protection, a stronger bench, and maybe one more big name alongside Curry and Butler. At the end of the day, I'm excited to see how this new version of the Warriors comes together, but I want to see more action from the front office to turn this team into a true contender again. And you, Dub Nation, is Butler enough, or is something still missing to fight for the top? Let's debate in the comments. If you want to stay updated on everything about the Warriors, subscribe now to the channel. Warriors News Fan Update. Turn on the bell and don't miss a thing.